welcome back to Coaster Keepers. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Evan.
And this is the last episode of the 12 days of content.
So what we're going to do today is we're just going to kind of wrap up 2020, our first year creating videos as Coaster Keepers, which is very exciting. We're going to wrap up our year, and then we're also going to talk about some goals that we have for this upcoming 2021.
Alright, so wrapping up 2020, we had been to 7 amusement parks. And I don't know about you, but for me, this is the most amusement parks I've ever been to in 1 year, which is kind of funny, being that a lot of amusement parks were closed for a good chunk of this year. But right before COVID, we actually took a pretty big trip to Disney World, and I'd never been there, so that knocked out the 4 Disney World parks, and it really added to our list.
Yeah, and we also went to Universal and Islands of Adventure in 1 day, so that was 6 out of our 7 right there. So
yep.
We got them all done in one big trip. So we still got to a lot of parks, but it was all kind of at one time.
All kind of at once. And then the only other park that we went to was in the fall, and we went to Kings Island for a day. And it was super fun. So any words about highlights for our amusement park trip?
I mean, there's just a lot of really fun things that we did at Disney, and we have all of those videos on our channel reviewing all of our days at each of the Disney parks, so definitely check those out, and we go more in depth, and we definitely remember a lot more of the trip then, because they were closer to when we took the trip. But we had a lot of great memories during our Disney trip, and especially it was fun going with you being your first time.
Yeah, I think big highlights for us, as far as 2020 goes, it was my first trip, it was our first trip together, and then we went right when Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway opened, so that was, we had to ride it the year it opened, the week really it opened, and then I'm trying to think what other new rides. We rode Orion, which is new for 2020, so that's kind of our highlights for this year. We were really lucky to be able to go on things as they opened, which is the first time for me that's ever really happened. And then as for this year, ending 2020, we have our coaster count, how many credits we have at the end of this year as of today. What's yours, Evan?
So mine, I have 80 coasters that I've been on in my life, at least in that I can remember. So I feel like that's pretty good. I didn't know I had 80 exactly.
That's a lot.
So I hope to get to 100 soon.
Yeah, pretty soon. And mine is also close to a milestone. I'm at 47. So a lot of these, I mostly only went to Cedar Point before I met Evan, but now we've kind of gone to a bunch of different amusement parks together. And so my list is getting bigger and bigger. But I hope to hit 50 soon, next 3, and I'm going to do probably something fun for that in 2021.
For sure.
So we didn't really make goals last year or New Year's resolutions or anything, but there were some things that I think we were talking about that we wanted to do in 2020, and I wanted to recap if we did them or not, so I just wrote them down. So one of them was to go to Disney World together for the first time.
We did that.
We knew
we were going to do that, though.
We knew we were going to do that because we bought the tickets
in July.
Yeah, July, and we went in March, so we knew that we were going to do that. One of the things that I think thought last January, a year ago, was that we would get some cool internships this year. And we both had internships this year.
We did.
And they were both really awesome organizations that we interned with to get academic credit for school. But I think we were just a little bit disappointed for this one. I'm not trying to be negative, but we had this whole internship search in the spring, and we both had some really awesome opportunities to travel during the summer, and then all of it got canceled.
Yeah.
But in the fall, we had 2 great organizations that we were able to intern with, so we did that, I think. And then Cook More.
We definitely did that.
If I'm thinking about this time last year, we never really cooked together.
Because I lived in a dorm. Now I live in an apartment.
And I cooked for myself at my house, but Evan couldn't really, because he lived in a dorm, so we couldn't really cook together. We didn't really have like a space, and now we cook at Evan's apartment all the time. Like every single day, pretty much, that we're together, we cook together something. We really like the Instant Pot, and your favorite.
I like the air fryer a lot. And we have a video that we posted, our last video before this one. If you want to watch one of our favorite recipes that we like to cook together, that's part of that video.
Yeah, it's really yummy. And then I'm going to pass it on to Evan to start us off with our 2021 goals.
Okay, so the first goal, we really hope we can get, like, this one. It should be, I don't want to say the easiest, but we should know that we're going to get this one. And that's, we're both set to graduate in May of 2021 from college. So that's exciting.
Yep, so our goal is to graduate, and I think we will. I think we'll be all right for that one. The next is something I added to the list, and it's to go to Holiday World. This is a park that, if you watched our video with the bucket list coasters we want to go on, we had 2 coasters from this park, so we definitely want to go there and knock those off our bucket list.
For sure. The next thing, so if you saw our trip to Kings Island earlier in the year, one of the things we did was the donut trail down in that area. So we want to go back and get the rest of the donut trail because we both really love donuts, especially you, Morgan. That's your favorite. And obviously, if we're going to finish the donut trail, we might as well go back to Kings Island while we're there. So.
And speaking of donuts, yes, I want to finish the donut trail, but speaking of donuts, tonight for our dessert for dinner, we actually cooked donuts in the air fryer, like cinnamon sugar and powdered sugar flavored. We made them Mickey shaped. So we're going to insert a clip here of us making those. It was Evan's mom's idea, and it was super cute, and they turned out awesome. So roll the clip.
Really good. Take a long time. Okay.
Hidden Mickeys.
So we just got these one out, and we're gonna brush them with butter and put them in some cinnamon sugar. And then these are gonna be the donut holes. The other ones that are in the fryer now look better than these, but we'll have to see how they turn out. It says do 1 minute on each side. So we got the second batch of the donuts out, and this one looks absolutely perfect. Mickey Mouse one. And now we have the donut holes, the little Mickey ones. This one looks really good.
I didn't see it.
That one looks really good. Oh, the butter is burning my hand. What kind of butter?
All right, trying our Mickey donuts.
Time to taste.
Think.
Powdered sugar's going everywhere. It tastes good.
It does taste like a donut.
That one kind of tastes like a biscuit a little bit.
This one's like a beignet.
This one is really good. And cinnamon sugar donuts. The donut holes are good too, but they taste more like a biscuit to me. Which is still good, but...
No, this tastes like a donut.
This is a donut. An air-fried donut. With
All
cinnamon
right.
sugar.
We're out. The next thing on our bucket list is to go to brunch at this restaurant in Cleveland called Barrio. I don't know if it's... I think they do have 1 or 2 locations in other states, but it's mostly a Cleveland taco place. And before COVID, when we went out to eat, we don't really anymore just for safety, but before that we used to go there all the time. And so hopefully this year things get better and we can get brunch there, since we've never tried the brunch. We've only had the taco lunch and dinner, never their breakfast type foods, and I heard it's really good.
Yeah, I think just in general, once things are completely safe again, I love going out to eat. So I think if we're able to go to new restaurants and try
That's
new
like
items.
one of the things, if we're not able to travel, we like to like go out to eat places around us and just have like a date night.
Yeah. So hopefully more of
Hopefully
that
more
in
of that.
2021. Another thing, this is kind of a funny one, but we thought that we wanted to swim in a hot tub somewhere because we went to our Kings Island trip and we really wanted there to be a hot tub at the hotel, but there wasn't. There was just a pool and it was cold.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, we were really hoping there was going to be a hot tub there, and there wasn't. And Evan's like a really good swimmer. I'm not. And I thought it was going to be so fun, but the water was freezing, and like we didn't really like it that much. So, warmer pools, warmer hot tub water for the future.
Yeah, I swam competitively for 10 years. And a lot of times during my practices, the water was really cold. So I think now I just don't like going in cold water because I did it for so long and like I had to do it, and now I'm like I don't have to do this, so I'd rather stay in the warm water.
Yeah.
Thus.
Another activity that we put on our list is to go on walks and bike rides more in 2021. I think we did really well this past summer just because there wasn't a lot of other things to do. We did do a lot of that. We biked a lot, more than we ever have, and we took walks very occasionally, but I would like to try, I know it's hard when it's like cold out, but I would like to try to just get out and do things more, especially if for half of this year we're probably still going to be in this COVID world. I would rather just get out more, and that's a really good goal, I think.
For sure. So another thing going along with graduating this year is hopefully we'll be able to get some jobs, and we want to kind of move somewhere. Our goal is to maybe move somewhere new for like a couple of years or a year just to get a new experience, kind of.
Yeah, I want to just live somewhere else. You moved from your hometown to the town that we go to college in, but like for me, I live near the town that we go to college in, so I've never really lived anywhere else, and I would love to, at least for a couple years while I have my first job, to live somewhere new and exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
And then our next goal is to try risotto.
Risotto.
Evan got me watching MasterChef with him this year, and if you know, Chef Ramsay is like super picky about his risotto, and we both never had risotto, and we always quote him about risotto, and we'd probably like it. I mean, what's not to like about it, but yeah. We'd like to try it sometime. I don't know really where, but it might be fun.
Yeah, I think it will be. And then one thing we definitely want to do is go to our home park, Cedar Point, for their 150th anniversary. That was supposed to take place last year, but now the celebration's being moved to this year. And this is, I think, the first summer of my life that I never went to Cedar Point.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's definitely not the first summer of my life, but it's the first summer of my recent life. I did every summer when I was a kid, and then, I don't know, somewhere like teenage years, probably not, but then high school, we went for band trips. College, we both worked there, so yeah, it was crazy to not go there this summer, but hopefully next summer we'll be there and it will be really fun.
Yeah,
The next thing on our list is that we want to try to go to, we want to go to five
maybe,
more
hopefully.
amusement parks.
New parks for us, yeah.
Yeah, new amusement parks in 2021. And this kind of goes with the next one.
Which is, the next one is go to more amusement parks total than we did last year. So even though we got to a good amount going on our Florida trip, we want to try to get more total this year.
I feel like this is a very ambitious goal because I feel like we did go to a lot of amusement parks this year and a lot of, for me, new amusement parks, but I mean, why not have lofty goals? Like, we had such a boring year, why not try to do something fun? So
yeah. Definitely.
So maybe 5 new parks and maybe more parks than we've been to in total for next year.
Yeah, I hope so.
And then the last thing on our list is to ride 2 or let's say 3. Ride 3 new for 2021 rides.
Yeah, I mean, I think one will be easy because if we go to Cedar Point, they should be opening the Snake River Expeditions ride.
Yeah,
so
we'll
I
knock
think
one
that should
out.
be easy. But there's a lot of cool new roller coasters and just attractions in general opening in 2021. So if we can maybe get to like Florida, maybe we can
That
go on
would be
Velocicoaster or Gardens of the Galaxy.
Or SeaWorld's new.
SeaWorld has Icebreaker or Iron Gwazi.
Yeah.
If we can get to Florida and
We could
Orlando, we
knock it
could
out.
definitely knock it out. But it's just if we're able to make a trip down there.
Yeah, so those are our goals. I think we got it.
Yeah, I think so. And we'll look back maybe next year, hopefully, and see which of these goals we achieved and which ones we didn't, and then make some new goals for the next upcoming year.
Yep, so thank you for everybody who tuned in to the 12 days of content. And I know it wasn't perfect, but nothing really this past year was, so it's just another thing, but we were really proud of it, and this is something like that series, it was a ton of work for us to produce because we hadn't really done anything to that scale before. So thank you to everyone who liked and commented and shared that they really enjoyed it, because that meant the world to us. Really, we were so excited every time we got a new view, new comment, new anything.
Yeah, definitely. And we have some fun, exciting ideas coming up. Making videos still frequently, not, every day or anything like crazy like that, but still having some fun ideas coming into the upcoming year. And one thing I do want to touch on in this video is these shirts that we're wearing.
Yeah.
So we got these shirts from my mom for Christmas, and they're both our favorite colors. Mine is orange, and Morgan's is lime green. And they say, "You got a friend in me," and they have Woody and Jesse on them.
Yeah, I love these shirts. So yeah, we just wanted to point that out, tell you about 2020, and put some goals out there in the universe for 2021. There's a lot of good in store.
Yeah, I think one thing, if anyone's watching this video, if you want to comment maybe one of two things. Either what content you'd like to see from us in the future, in 2021, what more you want to see from us, and then also what your plans for 2021 are in terms of the amusement park world or just traveling in general, or really any of your plans.
And on that note, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on what is to come. Of course, comment and share if you liked our posts. And now, I'm going to use my handy dandy remote that Evan got me. And I'm going to log off. So, see ya!